let's get to learning time. It is day 11 of home instruction. It is 9:02 a.m., so we're 2 minutes behind, and we are getting started. So, question 1. Denise bought a t-shirt at a sale price of $25. The original cost of the shirt was $40. What percent represents the discount that Denise received when buying the t-shirt? Awesome. What type of problem is this? What type of problem is this? What type of problem is this? Right. Awesome. Yeah, it's going to be a percent problem. Awesome. So let's make our, what do we need to make in order to solve this problem? I should ask that first. What do we need to make, or what do we always make in order to solve this problem? Line graph is a really close guess, very close guess what we need to make. What do we need to make in order to find the percent of a whole? Right, we're gonna use our percent equation, excellent. What else could we do to represent that? Who remembers this? It's a double, who knows the other two words? Double what? Double, you remember this? Excellent. We're also going to make a double number line, and we're going to use our percent equation. Awesome. So, double number line. Who remembers what a double number line is? Give me a yes if you remember what a double number line is. Give me a yes if you remember what a double number line is. Seen a bunch of yeses roll in. Awesome. Great. So, what goes on the left? What goes on the left? Number or percent? What goes on the left? Number or percent? What do we think? Right, number goes on the left. Percent is going to go on the right. Sorry, that's not the neatest number line there. So number on the left, percent on the right. At 0%, a corresponding number is 0. The original cost of the t-shirt was 40%. So at 100%, what's my corresponding value? At 100%, what is my corresponding value? Right, awesome. Because the original cost of the t-shirt was $40, our value at 100% is going to be $40. So that means our sale price was $25, and we are looking for X. We want to know what this value here is going to be. Awesome. How do I solve for X? How am I going to solve for X for this problem? How do I solve for X here? What do you think we need to do? How do I solve for X? Who remembers this? Who helped me through this problem? We got one person getting it. Who else can help me out with this one? We're going to use our percent equation. Who remembers what the percent equation is? Who remembers what the percent equation actually is? Who remembers the percent equation? So I see someone's remembering it. I should write, what is the percent equation? That's really what I should be saying here. What is the percent equation? Right, we're going to have quantity, or part, equals percent times the whole. So what's our whole in this problem? What's our quantity? And what is going to be our percent? So what is the whole in this problem? What's the whole going to be in this problem? 40 or 25? All right, it's going to be the original price, and it's going to be 40 is going to be our whole. It's going to be our original price. That's the original amount that we want to find. The part, or our quantity, is going to be 25, and our percent is going to be X. That's going to be our unknown there. So now I think my note's a little bad there. Now we plug in each of our values. Plug in each of our values, and we're going to get 25 equals percent times 40. How do we solve for percent? How do we solve for percent? Sorry, everybody. How do we solve for percent? What do we need to do? So a little more specific than that. Inverse, what is my inverse operation going to be? Yep, I saw one person got it. Divide both sides by 40 to isolate for the percent sign. And what's my percent going to be? What is my percent going to be? What do we think, folks? What's my percent going to be? What's my percent going to be? Looking for some answers here. What's my percent going to be? Yep, I see one person's got it. I'm looking for at least one more person to get it, though. What's my percent going to be? Awesome, exactly. It's going to be 62. It's going to be 0.625 or 62.5%. Awesome. So what percent represents the discount that Denise received when she bought the t-shirt? This is 62.5. Did we answer our question yet? Have we answered our question yet? Have we answered the question yet? Have we answered our question yet? Seen some no's and seen some yeses. The answer is going to be no. We have not answered our question yet. What do we need to do in order to answer our question? What do we need to do in order to answer a question? We're not looking for what percent of 40 it was. We're looking for the discount that we got. Looking for the discount that we got. Excellent. Going to show call this work here. We need to subtract the percent from 100. Awesome. So we're just going to take 100 minus 62.5, which is going to give us what? 100 minus 62.5 is excellent, 37.5. So therefore, we can say that Denise received a 37.5% discount when buying the t-shirt. Awesome. So here we see we took it down by 37.5%, which can be our answer there. We remove 37.5%. 37.5% of the cost gives us our new shirt cost. Awesome, great. Any questions about this one? Any questions? Any questions? Any questions here? All righty, great. Let's hop on to question number 2. Question number 2. All righty. Marcia sells leather handbags on her website. She brought the handbags for $65 each and includes a 60% markup to the selling price. What is the selling price for one leather handbag to the nearest dollar? So let's make our double number line. First, let's make our double number line. Let's make a double number line. We have number on the left, percent on the right, 0% and 0. So what is my value at 100%? What is my value at 100%? What do we think? Got one person? Got two? Get a few more here. Awesome. Yep. Our value at 100% is going to be $65. So our value at 100% is $65. So we're then doing what? We are marking up the price by 60%. We then add 60% to our price. It's going to give us 160. And we want to know what the value is at 160% or at a 60% markup. Awesome. So, what equation we need? What equation we need here? The what? What equation? Right, the percent equation. Awesome. And our percent equation, once again, is Q equals percent times whole. Alrighty. Great. What is my Q? What is my whole? What is my percent? What is my quantity? What is my whole? What is my percent going to be here? What's my quantity? What's my whole? What's my percent going to be? What do we think? For some answers. Awesome. We got one. Right. Our whole is going to be 65 because that's the original price of the handbag. Do we think percent equals 60 or 160? Do you think percent is 60 or 160? Right, we're looking for a value here. 160 is 160%. So then what is our Q? So what is our Q going to be? Exactly, our Q will be X. X will be our Q. It is currently going to be unknown. Awesome. Great. So let's set this up. X equals, so this should be 1.6. We need to convert the percent into a decimal. So that's going to be 1.6 multiplied by the whole of 65. And what is X going to equal? What does X equal? What is our other handbag? What is X? What do we think, folks? What is X? We're going to be solving this. Good. X is going to equal 104. Great. So put our answer into a sentence for me. Put our answer into a sentence for me. What do we think? How can we describe this as a sentence? How can we describe what is going on as a sentence? Needs more participation here, folks. Needs more participation. Need some more participation here. Yep, excellent. Got a really great answer here. We're going to call this great answer. That's going to be our answer there. Handbag is marked up to 104%. Excellent job, everybody, getting there on that problem. All right, any questions about this one? Any questions here? We did this a while ago. So I understand we may be a little rusty. That's why we're going through it slowly. All righty, not seeing any questions. So let's move on to question number 3. We're looking at Melanie's food bill at a restaurant is $28.45. The sales tax rate was 6%. If she added 20% of the amount before tax as a tip, what is the total cost of the meal? So let's define. What is a tax and what is a tip? Let's define what is tax and what is a tip. Let's define what is tax, what is tip going to be, just in general. In general. There's some answers here for this one. What is tax, what is tip going to be? Right. Tip is an extra amount you pay for service. And exactly, tax is an amount you are required to pay by the government. Excellent answer there, everybody. Tip is an extra amount you pay, and tax is also an extra amount that you're going to pay. So, what will our D&L look like? What will our D&L look like? So let's build it out here. We're going to have number, percent, 0, 0. At 100%, what is my value? At 100%, what's my value going to be? At 100%, what is my value going to be? Let's go back to the problem. Go back to the problem to determine it. What's my percent going to be, or sorry, what's my value going to be at 100%? Yep. Correct. Who else can get it for me? We've got a lot of people in this group. A lot of people in this group. Not seeing participation from everybody. I want more participation. Can wait for a few more answers to roll in here. Correct. All right, want more people to participate. We're getting a lot of right answers here, so we should be participating more. I know that you guys know how to do this. Good. So our value is going to be 28. That was a little too big. 28.45. Our value at 100% is 28.45. The original food bill for tax and tip. Awesome. So let's take a look at this. The sales tax rate was 6%. How do we show sales tax on a double number line? How do we show sales tax on a double number line? How would we represent that? How are we going to show our sales tax on a double number line? That's a message to people who aren't participating as much as I would like them to. Please increase your participation. Exactly. We're going to mark up the price. We're going to mark up the price by 6%. Excellent. We're going to mark up the price by 6%. So we move to 106, and that's going to be an unknown quantity X. Awesome. So how do we find the tip? How do we find the tip on a double number line? Yes. What is your question? Tax here. We're going to make a new one for the double number line, right? So we have tip. We're going to make a new double number line here. Awesome. Right. We need to do tax and tip separately. Excellent question there. Excellent question. We need to do them separately, right? So we need two DNLs. Alrighty. How do we represent tip on our new double number line? How do we represent tip on our new double number line? I can do this. I need more participation here. A lot of people in this group that are not participating as much as I would like them to. We're going to add 20% to get 120%, and that's going to be our X here. So we add 20% to get our amount we are paying. We add a 20% markup. Awesome. Great job, everybody, getting us there now. Great. So let's do tax first. Let's find the tax first. Great. What will our total bill be with tax? What is our total bill with tax going to be? So Q equals percent times whole. What is our whole? What's our whole? What is our whole going to be here? What's our whole? Awesome. Yep, correct. Oops, sorry, wrong place. 28.45. Great. Whole is going to be 28.45. That is our original bill. Great. I'm seeing some more answers here. Awesome. And then I asked a little bit of a tricky question here. What is our percent? Oops. What is our percent? Will it be 6 or 106? 6 106. 106. 6, 106. Right. Both are correct. However, why might we want to use 6% here instead of 106%? What do we think? Why might want to use 6% as opposed to 106%? What might be the benefit of that? What might be the benefit of that? Not quite. Looking for some more answers here. Want to add anything? Sort of. Let's get more specific. It is going to be a smaller number. And why is it important that it's a smaller number? Excellent. Got a great answer here. I'm going to take this answer. I'm going to show call this. You don't have to add additional values later. So we are going to find out how much we paid for the tax and the tip, and add that to the original bill. And it doesn't technically matter which order you do it. I guess we should have maybe done tip first, but it doesn't really matter which way you do it too much. We're going to get the same answer either way. Awesome. So we're going to make 6 hour percent. Going to make 6 hour percent. And we're going to get quantity equals 0.06 times 28.45. So how much do we pay in tax? How much do we pay in tax? How much do we pay in tax? What's the amount that we pay in tax? How much are we paying in tax here, folks? So calculators, reduce whatever. How much do we pay in tax? Looking for some answers here. How much are we paying in tax? Needs more participation. Seeing some answers roll in. So I see a couple people aren't sure. What we need to do is multiply 0.06 times 28.45. That will give us our tax. Those. Yes. Awesome. Right. So we're going to pay $1.707 in tax. So we can just round that to be $1.71. Awesome. So our tax is going to be $1.71. We pay $1.71 in tax. We're going to pay $1.71 in tax. All righty. So let's take a look at tip now. Let's look at tip. Let's now look at tip. What will be different about the tip? There should only really be one difference. There should only be one difference. So tip is going to be quantity equals percent times whole. Will our whole be the same? Whole be the same. We have Q percent and whole. Right. Our whole will be the same. Yes. Our whole is going to be the same. That's going to be 28.45. What will our percent be? What's our percent going to be in this problem? All right, we have 20% or 0.20. 20, ignore that. And our quantity is going to be unknown, or we'll just call it unknown. Great, so let's plug these in. We have Q equals 0.2 times 28.45. And what is Q? How much are we paying in tax? How much are we paying in tax here, folks? Sorry, I misspoke. Tip. How much are we paying in tip here? One person's got it. Who else can get it for me? Who else can get it for me? How much are we paying as our tip? How much are we paying as our tip? How much are we paying as our tip, folks? What do we think? Ask for some answer. What do you think? What do we think here? It's okay if we get it wrong. Another person got it. Let's wait for one more. Gonna wait for one more person to get it. All right, so we're gonna have $5.69 is going to be our tip, right? We will tip $5.69. Awesome. Now that we have tax and tip, how do we find the total cost of the meal? Now we have tax and tip. How do we find the total cost of our meal? What do we need to do? Total cost is going to be what? Excellent. I'm going to show call this answer for us. We're going to have to add tax and tip to the original. Right, awesome. The original bill. Great. So we have 28.45 plus our tax of $1.71 plus our tip of $5.69. And what is going to be my total bill after tax and tip? What's my total bill after tax and tip? What do we think, folks? What's my total bill after tax and tip here? What do we think? It's my total bill after tax and tip. Some answers here. Still waiting on more than one. We got one person getting it. Awesome. We got another person who got it. We're getting a slight discrepancy. Let's check our math here, folks. Make sure we're getting the right answer. We need to add the original tax and tip. Awesome, exactly. We're going to get 35.85, and this will be our total bill Awesome, that's a really great question. Don't we have to add the tip first and then get the total and find the tax of the new total? Someone just asked this really great question. Someone asked this great question. Why can we find the tax before the tip? Why can we find the tax before the tip? Why can we find our tax before the tip? So our answer is going to be tax is on the actual cost of the bill, not on the tip. Tax will be on the actual cost of the bill, not on the tip. Alrighty, so our final answer is $35.85. Awesome. All right, we're looking at question number 4. This one you're going to do independently. This one you're going to do independently. This one you're going to answer independently. You will answer number 4 independently. And so I want you to do that in the packet as well as in the Google form that's in the Google Classroom. So please do this in the Google form and in your packet. It's in the Google form and in your packet. The answer to, actually, I'm not going to say the answer to number 4. Awesome. And our final one here is going to be number 5. Let's take a look at number 5. Catherine invested $140. She earned a simple interest of 4% per year on the initial investment. If no money was added or removed from the investment, what was the amount of interest that Catherine received at the end of 2 years? What equation do I need to use here? What equation do I need to use here, folks? What equation do I need to use here? These are my favorite equations. One of my favorite equations. Probably this one, the area of a circle, are my 2 favorite. So it's going to be a modification of the percent equation. It is a modification of the percent equation. It's going to be a modification of the percent equation. How do we modify the percent equation? What is this going to be? Who remembers? It's going to be I equals something. I equals something. What is I going to equal? I equals, who remembers this? I know this is a while ago. This is a really important one, though. What is my equation? Who knows this one? What's my equation going to be? Not quite. Here's another one. I equals P. Who knows the rest of this? There's 2 more. There's 2 more. I equals P times what? I equals P times what? All right. We had someone get it. I equals P times R times T. I is going to be interest. P is going to be principal. R is going to be rate. And T is going to be time. Awesome. So in this problem, what am I looking for? I, P, R, or T? What am I looking for? I, P, R, or T? Which one am I looking for? We're looking for in this problem. I, P, R, or T? No, we have time. We have our rate. So let's start filling this in. What is the $140? Right, $140 is going to be our principal amount we put in the bank. All right, so that's going to be 140. What is our rate? What is our rate? Sorry, what does the 4% represent? What does the 4% represent? Right, exactly. That's going to be our rate. So we're going to have 0.04 is the rate. And what's our time? What is our time going to be? How many years is it in the bank? How many years is it in the bank? Right, exactly. It's in the bank for 2 years. So circle that. It's in the bank for 2 years. That's going to be 2. So we are, sorry, I'm going to turn this off, looking for our interest. We're looking for our interest. Right, that's going to be unknown. So we have I equals principal's 140 times our rate of 0.04 times the time of 2 times our time of 2. So what is our interest? What is our interest? We accrue after 2 years. The interest we accrue after 2 years, what's that going to be? What is that going to be? What's our interest after 2 years going to be? So our interest after 2 years going to be? Not X, it's going to be a value. It's going to be a numeric value. It's going to be a numeric value. Should it be greater than or less than 140? What do we think? Greater than or less than 140? What do we think? Right. It should be less than. You're not going to make more than $140 at a 4% interest rate. All right, I see one person's got the answer. We got 2 people got our interest is going to be $11.20. Our interest is $11.20. Who can put that into a sentence for me? Who can put my answer into a sentence for me? Who can put my answer into a sentence for me? Who can put this into a sentence? What do we think? What do we think here? Who can put this into a sentence for me? And some answers here. Really close. Super close answer from that person. What do we think? Yes, one person has it now. So our answer is going to be she makes $11.20 over the course of 2 years on her initial amount. Right. Excellent. Got a lot of great answers rolling in now. She earns $11.20 over the course of 2 years on her account. Awesome. Great. So we answer. Any questions here? Any questions here? No, we covered a lot of material today. We covered a lot today. No, this was some older material. So I totally understand if you have questions. No, I totally understand if you have questions about this. Totally understand if you have questions. All right, how to multiply to get $11.20? That's a great question. Oh, yes, we did. Yes. We multiplied to get $11.20. Good question. All righty. I'm not seeing any more questions roll in. So before anyone goes, thank you very much for joining. We have some quick announcements to make. Number one, all homework's now going to be on iReady. All homework is going to be on iReady now, and these are going to be graded and put them in the grade book. They're now on iReady, and they will be graded. They'll be put in the grade book. The classwork and packet work is expected to be done each day. Every single day, I'm going to be looking for that, and I'm going to be putting this into real time into our grade book. Okay, now we're taking attendance. This is going to be done every single day. And logging into iReady, I put this in the Google Classroom. I put this in the Google Classroom, so we should be all set there. And everybody here is in the Google Classroom, if I'm not mistaken. Right, everyone's in the Google Classroom here, so we should be all set. Any questions about this before we go? Any questions here?